Hi, hello. Welcome to my channel. My name is Xander, and I'm fresh off procrastinating the rest of my college applications. Woo! I figure what better way to spend my time than doing literally anything else than what I'm supposed to be doing right now. What is this, you ask? This is my beloved sketchbook. I don't let just anyone see it either, so consider this a privilege. Let's investigate. A sketchbook is a place for the artist to be free, a place to allow their imaginations to run wild in a forest of trees that come from their own pen. Or at least that's what they say. My sketchbook is lacking, to say the least. I've been busy with school, band, yes I am a band kid, believe me too, and just life in general. Also, I have the stamina of a literal maggot, so energy is scarce when it's not spent eating. But even more so, there's just such an immense pressure in committing to anything that may just get you rejected in the end, a la this sketchbook. I'm not delusional. I can shoot for the stars and be aware that sometimes stars are longer term goals than we'd like to admit. Calarts, in this economy, it's basically unattainable for people like me that can't even afford braces. So this sketchbook is more of a personal portfolio than anything. You, my viewer, I'm sure you are more than aware of the situations going on, so there's plenty of reasons to forgive yourself for not being as productive as you think you should be. That being said, I'm not too great at that. A little thing about me that you should know is that I'm a very anxious person. And when I say anxious, I mean absolutely neurotic. Every action is pre-planned in my head months, days, minutes in advance. This, like anything, has its ups and its downs. I'm a perfectionist, so my threshold for success is abnormally high for myself. This pushes me to create at the best of my ability, but it's paralyzing in the long run. How could I ever commit to an idea that isn't perfect? What if the thing I'm going to make doesn't fall perfectly in the upward trajectory like it should? What if? Art is a space to relinquish control in. For me, personally, I have to let go of some of the control freak in me, no matter how clingy he gets, in order to allow myself to just create. I must quite literally have no thoughts, head empty, to just do my job sometimes. Before starting this page, I was psyching myself out about what I should be drawing, what would be the most impressive thing for the video and the sketchbook. I decided I was overthinking it and went with my gut decision to draw some hands. Just simple, observational drawings of hands. Granted, there are things I would change now in retrospect, and it bothers me to no avail, but at least I've taken the step so I can learn from it and take 2 steps the next time. It's all mental. The only thing holding you back from making that first mark is the fear of that first mark being bad. This is why I don't just work in one sketchbook at a time. Sketchbooks aren't just one thing or another. I'm sure you've seen those flip-throughs of beautiful, fully rendered sketchbooks and thought, my sketchbook looks nothing like this. Or maybe they do, in which case, good for you, I guess. But what many of us other people fail to realize as people on the outside is that this is just one method of sketchbooking. Your sketchbook could mean anything. Take this, for example. This is a book. Apologies to the pro clutchers out there. I mean, seriously, I haven't even bothered to take off the label it came with. If there's one thing I took from Michelle Lamb's videos, it's that you're allowed to have a place to be free, to be rough, to be unpolished. These drawings are not beautiful necessarily, but they didn't have to be. In fact, I'm actually working in another casual sketchbook alongside the Calarts Sketchbook for when I'm in the mood to draw without all the pressure. The book allows me to stay in touch with my love for the simple act of drawing, because no matter what, you will eventually get tired of only making art to impress or please people. I've been through enough passion droughts to know it's all too important to take some time to please yourself sometimes.
Feeling myself, back off.
Sketchbooks take time. If you're not satisfied with how your sketchbook is going, reevaluate how much thought and effort is going into it. What are the things you wish you did differently that you'd fix for next time? Will spending more time rendering make you more satisfied with your results? If so, then why? If not, why? As a great philosopher once said, does this spark joy? If a technique is not working for you, throw it out or look for a different approach to it. Going back to the example of the sketchbook that I'm working on right now, I do regret going so far with the coloring, with the composition, when I think the overall spread could have been stronger if I had just reeled it in a little bit, if I had just left it as a sketch. So some techniques may work for one thing, but they may not work for another. People always say that the best advice to getting better at drawing is to just keep drawing, but there are ways to work strategically. If your intention when sketchbooking is to improve, then keep drawing, sure, but actively be looking for the things that work and don't work for you, and you will improve even more efficiently. Oh, looks like we're due for a snack break. Class, before you leave, please make sure you... You know, I'm not liable for any alcohol injuries, but Jesus Christ, take a shot every time I say the word sketchbook in the first part of this video. Anyways, let's get back to drawing. Okay, so while you're finishing your snacks, let me tell a little story for y'all. Imagine this. It's 2010. You live in an apartment in Hawaii. The summer air is so hot and humid, the only way for your asthmatic lungs not to suffocate is to spend copious amounts of time playing Pokemon indoors on your DS. One day, you're scrolling through YouTube on the desktop you and your sisters used to play Purple Palace and Strawberry Shortcake Flash games. A thumbnail catches your eye. A Pokemon parody. And you love Pokemon. You click on it and spend hours slowly going down the rabbit hole, episode by episode. A creator, no, a goddess, named Blue Mac and Cheese has brought forth the greatest entertainment you have witnessed in your life thus far. You memorize every word and get your sisters in on what is the indisputable peak of comedy. Life is good. In 5-minute animatic style parodies of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, a connection had formed between me and the art of animation, or at least the closest thing to animation I had found on YouTube. I had always loved animated movies, I mean, who didn't as a kid, but this felt like something I was in on and not just watching. I knew the references, I understood the jokes, no matter how stupid they were. I wanted to be like Blue Mac and Cheese, creating my own stories with characters and worlds I loved, and as I grew up, I discovered that there was a whole field of animation, and schools like Calarts are a common stepping stone. There's just something I can't resist in the idea of drawing, storytelling, comedy, entertainment. I mean, this video speaks for itself. Cue the inspirational music. My goal for this YouTube channel is to entertain you first and foremost, as is the goal of most YouTube channels, I think. But my mission is to inspire you. If I could be that one YouTuber that created content that made people look up to me, then by God have I served my purpose in life. Success to me is many things. Thousands of subscribers, short films out the wazoo, a position in my career field that is valuable, a cult. Black and yellow, I'm trying to shake it up a little. Basically, I'm taking over the scene and I'm inviting you to join me. Manifest!